Hey YouTube, I'm Sergeant Indy, and this is more Let's Play Devtober 2019. We're looking at, I guess this is, Ninjectory by, oh, that's right, me. This is my game. Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to arrange for a buddy of mine who streams to do a Let's Play of it, but he's been too busy to take a look at it, because I didn't want to, it's Let's Play Devtober. I should showcase my game since no one else is playing it. And I was trying to get somebody else to do it, but it never ended up happening. Anyway, Devtober disclaimer. This is a month-long game jam, yada, yada, yada. In this case, I do know the story of this game. It was a prototype I was messing around at the beginning of the year. Then a bunch of life stuff happened. I, just won't get into this. I'm probably going to do another video soon to talk about, mental health and game dev in general and stuff. Anyway... But this is my entry. I'm still going to give it about 10 minutes, so I'm probably not going to get all the way through it. But let's get in there and see what happens. The year 20XX. The Earth is under attack by aliens. Aliens with missiles. Our scientists can't science fast enough. Our ninjas can't ninja high enough. Madam President, only one man is both a rocket scientist and a ninja. Fine. Fine, go get him. John, it's time. The world needs you. Okay, so here's the tutorial. Point where you want to go with the analog stick. There are mouse controls too. Swing your sword with right trigger or the X button. And it's like Missile Command, except you're a ninja with a jetpack. Just sort of zip around. These are all buildings, and you're trying to keep the missiles from hitting the buildings to save the world. If you need to turn quickly, use left shoulder or B to brake. If you're playing with mouse and keyboard, it will show the mouse and keyboard controls too. I'm getting ahead of the tutorial. I'm already boosting. I'm not supposed to be boosting yet. I'm not supposed to know about that. Missiles incoming from directly above the city. If you need to get somewhere fast, hold the left trigger to boost. So you can boost around. Your turn radius is significantly shorter or wider if you boost. So you can brake to turn around, and also if you brake and boost immediately afterwards, you immediately go into the boost rather than having to hold the button down for half a second. John, our sensors are picking up something new. Micro-missiles. They launch in swarms of 5. Guidance system is small. We think they're networked. Network? Can we create some sort of jammer? Sure, John, I'll get the scientists on it. Should be ready next week. Point taken. Payload? Thankfully small. A full swarm shouldn't be able to knock down a whole building, maybe half of one. Then why use a swarm of missiles instead of one big one? We still can't translate their language, but near as we can tell, the aliens just like explosions. The more the merrier, I guess. Approaching target location now. Like I said, if you brake and boost immediately afterwards, you come out of it straight into a boost. So it's real cool to do a little turn and burn kind of thing. Probably up the wave intensity of these early levels a little bit. Seems like a lot of messing around and not... I mean, yeah, they're the early levels. They're supposed to be easy, I guess, but... I don't know. I need more playtesting because... I'm really good at, turn and burn. I'm very efficient with my time on screen, generally. So I'm not the best judge of when a level is too easy or too hard, I guess. So this is the new build. It is up now. You guys can go download this now. That's probably my wife. I forgot to mute my phone again because I'm really bad at YouTube. At any rate, like I said, you guys can go download this new demo now. There'll be a link for it down in the little doobly-doo at the end. I'm whiffing hard. It's currently not running at full screen because I screwed up. I didn't think ahead to do aspect ratio stuff. So this is just a big fat missile that's coming in, so if this one hits, it will destroy the building that it hits and damage the buildings near it to half health. Does a lot of damage. Since I'm still having trouble with aspect ratio stuff and I've been too busy with Let's Play Devtober to fix it, the game is currently restricted to just windowed mode instead of full screen for people who have larger screens than 1920 by 1080. And I'm sorry about that, but that's just how it's gotta be. I'm expecting to get this aspect ratio stuff figured out by hopefully the end of the month. Hopefully. Oh gosh, I completely forgot to mention. My cool title screen. My buddy Kelly Robo knocked that out for me. And it's Quickless who did all the cutscene art and the portraits. And I don't think we're gonna get to the boss fight, but he just did sprites for the boss fight too. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna go through the whole thing. I mean, you know, I think it's a fun game. I'm having a good time with it. But like, I was trying to keep the videos all around 10 minutes towards the end, just because it's a lot of videos to do. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know, I gotta edit the audio and then render the video together. It's a lot of work making videos, and then like, you know, the preliminary play test, etc. Like, each of these videos takes me about hour and a half total to make and upload and everything else. And so I was like killing myself on the videos that were like a half hour long, because that is a significantly larger time investment. But at any rate, at this point, I am more or less done. There is like another game that's actually pretty high in popularity, but I couldn't get it to work. And I don't know what's up with that. I should probably make a note on their page too, illustrating to them the issues that I was having. But, you know, I don't want any of these videos to be like negative. You know, like a little bit of criticism, like in Hero Tactics, which I think is a brilliant, delightful game that everyone should download and play. Like the music's a little breakneck, snapping back and forth between the rounds, since the rounds are so short. You know, a little bit of constructive criticism like that is one thing. It's another thing to be like, yeah, this thing doesn't work, yada, yada, yada. That's, you know, so, I don't know. Just figured it's better to just sort of pretend it doesn't happen unless a new build goes up, in which case maybe I'll add more videos to this playlist eventually. I'm considering this one the last one. Having said that, if you did a game for Devtober, or you know somebody who did, and you would like to have it looked at, you know, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I'll look at stuff. You know, this doesn't have to be the last video in the series. This is just the last video I planned for the series. So here are the Sidewinders. These guys are cool because they come in from the side, and then they they come in straight from the side like that, and then they sharply zoom down over their buildings like this. They're currently coming up a little too high. I think I'm going to redo like their spawn parameters so that they spawn a little lower, because the whole point is you can tell how well you're doing in the game by your altitude, like how high up you are. If you're doing really well, you're generally up here the whole time. And generally you're like, oh gosh, if I'm down here, then things are going poorly. So I wanted to create a missile that sort of drug you further down into the map rather than just camping up top. That was my phone again, because like I said, I'm really bad at Twitter, or really bad at YouTube. I'm bad at Twitter too. Yeah. Anyway, the whole goal is to try to drag the player further down, because it gives them that kind of sense of panic, I guess. Also, it, like, since missiles spawn in kind of clusters, it's real easy if you're up here, before they have a chance to really spread out, to just, you know, hit a chain reaction and snipe a whole bunch of them. Having said that, depending on their targets, they can kind of clump up in the middle. We'll do one more level. They can kind of clump up in the middle anyway. At any rate, they probably need to spawn a little lower than they're currently spawning. They spawn like all the way up here. I should probably mess with that a little bit. Whatever. Well, like I said, there's a new build available today on the page. It's got the new boss art in it. It's got the new splash screen, which I'm going to snap back out of here to go show you guys again once this level's over, because really happy with the little title font. I don't even know what to call it that Kelly made for me. Little title splash. And I want to make sure it gets its credit, because it's very nice. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun to zip around and hit missiles. And the chain reactions are fun. Certainly a lot more fun than the actual missile command that it was based off of. And yeah, all the in-game art is still placeholders. I'm having a hard time really coming up with what I want here. If that makes any sense, we'll go there. Skip. Let's just hit escape. That'll take us back to the title screen. Oh, continue. That's right. I've got a save load system. Anyway, that's the that's Ninjectory. That's the cool splash page that Kelly made for me. Really in love with it. I'll put a link for the game down on the doobly-doo. New build just launched today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.